This man was very close in the hospital. His sister, who was in a coma. Why is she like this? An S-rank hunter made a mistake during a fight, and she became its victim. Now Yang Ji has arrived, very angry. He wasn't a hunter until now, but he has just awakened something very strange. Maybe God is telling him that he must take his revenge. Outside the hospital room, his father was furious. The hunters sent a representative with a deal to give 1 lakh rupees for the girl's medical bills. Yang Ji's father didn't like this at all. He wanted justice and wanted the hunter to come in person and apologize. Yang Ji stepped in between. He told the representative that he would accept the money, but the hunter must come and apologize himself. The man said that would be impossible. Hearing this, our protagonist gave a slight smile. So this is that famous hunter, huh? He thought that in this situation, money would be enough. Yang Ji explained to his father that they needed money for Fei Fei's treatment, but he would take justice into his own hands. It seems like something a weak person like the protagonist couldn't do, right? But neither the suited man nor his own father knows that Yang Ji is not an ordinary boy. He has just awakened a hidden and terrifying ability, the power to steal other people's abilities. And he had already tested it on his sister, and it worked perfectly. When the man left the hospital, it was already evening. He made a call and said everything had been settled, even if he had to pay another $1 lakh as compensation. Bingo Jr. said it was only $1 lakh. He praised Lawyer Wang and said he would ask his secretary to send the money later. Their conversation ended. Lawyer Wang said that heroes like to relax. He wished he could awaken an ability too. The man returned to the hospital to meet his sister again. He told Fei Fei not to blame him for signing the contract. After all, she knew their family situation. But she shouldn't worry, because he would find out the truth. He didn't believe this was an accident. Some awakened people don't deserve to be called heroes, and he would change this world. His name is Yang Ji, and he is a trainee reporter. He is someone whose life was ruined by an S-rank hero. His sister is young Fei Fei. To carry out his plan, he separated from his parents and moved to the Mingyu area. Yang Ji shifted into his new apartment, where 2 girls greeted him. One said her name was Dinglin. The girl sitting on the sofa was Jia, and there was another neighbor who hadn't returned yet. Jia greeted him too. Dinglin asked Yang Ji his name, and he introduced himself. She said new housemates don't come often these days, so why not celebrate this event? Jia said she was a junior student this year and would be at the library tonight, so they could go without her. Yang Ji went to his room, saying there was no need for celebration. He had just arrived and was tired, so he wanted to rest. He entered his room, lay on the bed, and took out his phone. A video of heroes fighting monsters had become very popular. As a result, many videos explaining abilities had also appeared. Yang Ji couldn't remember exactly when it all started, but suddenly dark portals appeared all over the world. Through these portals, monsters came to their planet. The planet was able to resist these attacks only because of people with abilities, called heroes. To prevent misuse of powers, an ability law was passed stating that only hunters who pass the test and get a hero certificate can use their abilities. Yang Ji played a video and recognized it. It was the same video where Yang Fei Fei got injured. He sighed, saying he hadn't found anything suspicious yet, but he would study it again tomorrow. Then he checked the time. 2:30 a.m. He shouted, realizing he needed to brush and bathe quickly because he had a lot of work the next day. He left his room and saw a drunken girl. He thought she must be the last neighbor. He decided to say hello. The girl asked if she could use the restroom. She went in, vomited, and then fell asleep in the toilet. Yang Ji went to her and asked if she was okay and needed help. She replied that men shouldn't get too close to girls in such a state. So Yang Ji went to Dinglin's room and knocked. Dinglin opened the door and asked why he was still awake so late. Yang Ji apologized and explained that the other roommate was drunk in the toilet and asked if she could help as a woman since he felt uncomfortable helping as a man. Dinglin told him to just leave her there, saying it wasn't the first time. It was late and she had work the next day, and Yang Ji should also sleep. Then she closed the door. Yang Ji realized he was probably the only one who could help. He went back to the girl and asked if she could get up, but she didn't respond. So he apologized in advance, picked her up in his arms, and immediately, the system sent him a notification. Brain overload ability detected. Yang Ji realized this girl also had an ability. The system gave a full description. It was an F-rank ability called brain overload. It puts the brain into an overloaded state for a short time, greatly increasing computational abilities. Rating: high potential. The owner herself didn't seem to know she had it. Yang Ji laid her on the sofa and covered her with his jacket. He thought she seemed very smart. If she studied well, she could become the best. He decided he would still take her ability, but would compensate her somehow in the future. The system announced that the brain overload ability had been successfully stolen. Yang Ji wondered what effect it would have on him. The system told him that brain overload and mental attack both belonged to mental type abilities and asked if he wanted to merge them. He agreed. The system announced, merging complete. A new D+ rank ability was created, Super Brain. Description: automatically sends mental attacks, greatly increases calculation and reduction abilities. Evaluation: a double-edged sword should be used wisely. After reading this, Yang Ji realized he could find clues in the video of the incident. The next day, someone knocked on his door. He woke up and asked who it was. When he opened it, he saw the girl from last night. She returned his coat and thanked him for helping her. She said her name was Lin Naishu. Yang Ji took his coat back, thinking she looked innocent now compared to last night. He said it was nothing, just helping out, and introduced himself as Yang Ji. Then he remembered. He had taken her ability. Even though she didn't know, it still felt strange. So he asked if she was okay or felt any discomfort. Lin Naishu smiled and said everything was fine. She was already used to it, and he shouldn't worry so much. At that moment, a man entered the room, calling out to Yang Ji. Seeing Lin Naishu, he asked if Yang Ji had started dating someone behind his back. Yang Ji told him not to talk nonsense and introduced her as their neighbor. The man was surprised, thinking renting the whole apartment was too rushed and not profitable. He fixed his hair and greeted Lin Naishu, introducing himself as Fan Peng, Yang Ji's friend and colleague. Lin Naishu shook his hand and said he could just call her Naishu. Fan Peng then said he was an ability user. His ability allowed him to take photos and videos with his bare hands, if she ever needed beautiful photos. But Yang Ji interrupted, saying Fan Peng had come to take him to the editorial office. They were leaving together. At Lugang Publishing Company, Yang Ji started reviewing the video again. He activated his super brain ability and watched it repeatedly. "This movement feels strange," he said. But Fan Peng interrupted him, nudging him and asking why he wasn't interested in flirting with girls, especially someone as beautiful as Lin Naishu. If Yang Ji didn't, he would. Yang Ji replied that she was just a neighbor and his friend shouldn't go too far. Fan Peng joked that going from flatmate to bedmate is easy and he could teach him. Suddenly, they heard shouting, announcing the appearance of a monster. They rushed to the window. It was real, a one-eyed assassin. The government announced a monster sighting and told civilians to go to the nearest shelter. Heroes were on the way. A hero appeared and told everyone not to be afraid. Superhero. Spicy and sour noodles was already there to protect the city. People cheered when they saw him. Fan Peng zoomed in on the monster and said it not only had strong defenses, but also a psychopathic melee ability with 18 spiders working together. It would be very difficult to defeat, and the hero might not win. He turned to explain everything to Yang Ji, but Yang Ji was gone. Fan Peng said he ran fast. Watching from the window, he muttered that ordinary people are weak, so it was time to earn money with his ability. Meanwhile, another hero named Fiery Butterfly arrived and asked if help was needed. Spicy and Sour Noodles said she came at the right time and should attack. A live broadcast started, hosted by Director Ji and Mao Huang. Director Ji explained that Spicy and Sour Noodles was a melee hero who was selfish and narcissistic, often appearing only after others had weakened the monster. When Fiery Butterfly attacked with her flames, the commentators thought the monster would die. But Director Ji disagreed, saying monsters are smart and show signs of fear, which this one hadn't. When the flames stopped, everyone saw that the monster was unharmed. It had evolved and now had a fireproof shield. Fiery Butterfly looked worried and turned to the hero, asking if he could hold on longer.